Today I'll be teaching us how to make this beautiful back of a bubu gown. Yeah, look at it. This is the front view. So let's get straight into it. To make this bubu gown, all you need is the width length of the size of the person you want to. For this particular gown, I'll be using 40 by width plus 1 inch sewing allowance. That will be 41. So guys, I'll be cutting out 2 pieces of this fabric with the desired length of the gown that I want. So I'll be joining the 2 pieces together to now draw out my measurements. So I've laid the 2 pieces together like this on the floor. The 2 pieces are here, the front and the back piece. So but first of all, we'll be working on the front piece. This is the full length of the gown. So we'll be working on the front piece. For the front piece, the neck width that I'll be working on of this particular size is 4.5. That's the neck width that I'll be cutting for this particular one, 4.5, and I'll be going down by 3 inches. Remember, like I said before, this is the front side of the gown that I'm marking, that I'm cutting first of all. So like I said, I'll be going down by 3 inches. Then I'm going to be connecting these measurements together with my ruler in order to form the square that I'll be using to measure out the neck, to shape out the neck the way I want the neck to be. So just watch and see what I'm doing. I connected the lines with my ruler. So the next thing, I'm going to be shaping out the neck the way I want it using my armhole core. You can use your free hand if you're good in using free hand. Once I've done that, the next thing I'm going to work on the sleeve area of the gown. So here I want to the sleeve, the armhole, the round sleeve opening I want for this gown is 8 inches. But before I go ahead to mark that, I'm going to be folding the shoulder of this gown by 1 inch. Then the 8 inches I want for the round sleeve plus 1 inch for sewing allowance, half inch on the upper side and half inch on the down side. Then on that down part of the sleeve that I've marked already, I'll come in by 2 inches. I'll use this to help me to form the sleeve, for my sleeve to be obvious. That's the way I want it in this particular gown. After I've marked it out, I'm going to use a ruler to connect it down to the full length of the gown, just as I'm doing now. I'll use my ruler to connect it down to the full length of the gown. So this is what we have after I've connected it. So the next thing is to now fold this shoulder. Remember, I marked 1 inch earlier on for folding of this shoulder. So I'm going to use my ruler to fold the shoulder. Once that is done, the next thing is to go ahead and cut out all the things that I will have marked out: the neck, the folding of the shoulder, and the part that will form our sleeve. Just follow. That's the next thing I'm doing. I'm cutting out the folding of the shoulder, and once I'm done with this, I'll go ahead and cut out the parts that I've marked already that will form my sleeve. So I'm already done with cutting all of them out. So the next thing is to separate the front piece from the back. I've done that already. So this is the back piece now that I'm working on. So for this particular gown, I'll be coming down by 11 inches to form the opening that you see at the back of the gown. So I just want to use 11. You can go down if you want. If you want your own to be deeper than 11 inches, you can go down by 12, 13, 14, 15, depending on what you prefer. And if you don't want it this deep, you can still go up by 10 inches, 8 inches, 7 inches. It all depends on what you want. So I'm going to go ahead and connect my lines together. And for that particular place, I want that down part, the opening, to be 10 inches, because I'm going to be gathering it back with rubber. So I'm going to be marking 5 inches that way. 5 inches instead of the initial 4.5 that I have on my neck, but on this down part I want it to be 10 inches wide, so I'll be marking 5 inches, and then I'll go ahead and connect it back to the neck. Just watch and see what I'm doing. I'll connect it back to the neck, then I'll go ahead and cut it out. So here already I've cut it out already. Then I'll be marking 1/2 inch down from this opening that I've created already. The essence of this 1/2 inch is for me to create the casing that will carry the elastic band that I'll put there. Remember, I'm going to be gathering that place with elastic bands to give it the size that I want it to come back to. Remember, initially I told you I want it to be 5 inches when I'm done. So I have 10 inches here. So by the time I form this casing and put my rubber band, it will gather it back to what I want. So the next thing, I take that place to my weaving machine and I'm going to weave the rough edges. So by the time I form my casing, I will have a very neat edge there. So I'm done with that. The next thing is I'm forming the casing for the elastic band. Once that is done, the next thing is to go ahead and join the two shoulders together. I'll be joining the two shoulders together with using 1/2 inch sewing allowance. So I'll join the two shoulders using 1/2 inch sewing allowance. And once I'm done with joining the shoulders, I'll go ahead and turn the neck, starting from the back where the elastic, I formed the casing for the elastic band, down to the neck of the front and back to the other side of the back. And once this is done, my gown is ready. Is to go ahead and join the sides of the gown and open my sleeve, and the gown is ready. Then you go ahead and embellish the back with any embellishment of your choice, and this is what we have at the end of the day. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you. God bless. Bye. So much for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video with your friends. God bless you. Bye.